up Trump. Right now, Donald Trump's oldest child, Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization, Donald Trump Jr., joins us. Good evening.
Good evening, Greta. How are you?
Very well. So what's your advice for your father tomorrow night?
Honestly, be yourself. He's a businessman. He's created jobs. He's probably the only person on that stage that has actually done that. If this is about the economy, it seems like a no-brainer. And when we're talking about the polls and we see where he is in the polls, you talk about the polls in terms of who people think is going to do great with the economy, and he's crushing it by a much larger margin than any of the other polls that have even been out there.
All right, your brother's been here, and I asked him this question or something like it, so I ask you. Growing up, what was he like as a father? Was he a disciplinarian?
Well, listen, he was an amazing father. He stressed, education. He stressed the importance of that. He stressed family and being together, which is why even today, I work with my siblings. I work with him on a daily basis, seeing that dynamic. He really has stressed the important things for life and for what it is to be in a business and to be a family and to be an American. He's a patriot. He believes so strongly in some of these issues, which is why he's stepping back from a great life, from a great business, to do what is a relatively thankless thing, which is running for the presidency. It's not easy. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But he's fed up. He's seen too much of this waste and inefficiency go on for too long. So it's really great to see him so passionate about it.
Is this tough on the family, on the three of you adult children? Does this, as you sort of sit by, you obviously hear there's some nice things that's said about your father, but not some not so nice things. Is that tough?
Well, I guess we're used to it a little bit, right? It's not like this is the first time that we've seen him in the spotlight. What's frustrating sometimes, though, is, we have so many great things going on in business, thousands of projects that are incredible successes. But, the only thing anyone wants to talk about is the one failure 15 years ago that, that happens in business. That's the reality of business every once in a while. But it's so disproportionately successful in our organization. But, that doesn't get enough credit. And he doesn't get enough credit for being the businessman that he is and creating what he's created.
All right. Well, he was on Saturday Night Live on Saturday. We've got a little tape of that. I'm going to play it and ask you what you think about it here.
This is actually the best monologue in SNL history. Can you believe that? Pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, look at this. You think you're this terrific person. You think you're this, you think you're that. You're being very naive, and quite frankly, you're fired.
They're great. They don't have my talent, my money, or especially my good looks. But you know what? They're not bad.
Was he nervous for that, Donald, before he did this?
It's amazing. I've seen him for so many years in any pressure situation. That's when he actually performs better. He does better under pressure. I don't care if it's business. I don't care if it's a golf game or a club championship. I don't care if it's hosting Saturday Night Live, which is certainly different for a guy who's a business guy. He's not an actor. He doesn't do this every weekend. He wasn't. He just goes in. He is himself. He's able to make fun of himself. He's able to have a good time and do it. And I think it came across incredibly.
Do you think he wants to be president?
Oh, I think without question. And again, he wants to do it because he's fed up with what's going on in this country. The inefficiency, the stupidity, the people making $trillion deals who've never made deals in any way, shape, or form in their lives. Enough's enough. And I think that's what's resonating with people. People, real Americans, really like the message that he's delivering. They're fed up too. They've just been powerless to do anything about it. And really, he's given them that voice.
Are you going out to the debate in Milwaukee?
I am. I wouldn't miss it.
Isn't it hard to sort of sit there in the audience and watch your father? And I imagine it's true for all the candidates, children, and spouses, to sit there and watch that?
It's not for us, again, because we know he's going to perform well under pressure. He always has and he always will. And so for us, it's really exciting to watch. It's amazing to see the reaction we get from people, across all the spectrums, around the country when they talk about, how much they love him, how they think he can really do what we think he can do for this country. And it's been amazing.
When you were a kid, did you play catch with him or go look at property?
Well, we were definitely more of a go look at property kind of family. My mother did a great job on the other side. We were, had grandparents that were so involved. But that said, he was always there for us. He always made sure that, if he was in the biggest meeting of his life, if we called, he would pick up the phone. If he was negotiating huge deals and we were at the office, we'd be playing with trucks on the floor while he's dealing with billionaires and making big deals. He was always there for us. And it was really interesting because it really taught us about business and the importance of those decisions from a very young age. So I always joke, I've been working in the company for 37 years because we had that kind of level of access and because he was always there with us.
And I should add, that is your age. Anyway, Donald, thank you very much, and enjoy Milwaukee. It's my home state.
Thank you very much, Greta. I look forward to being there.
And make sure you